Welcome to another episode of Southdown Garage. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Southdown Garage. I want to give a huge shout out to TuneZilla, formerly known as Malone Tuning. They wanted me to say to you guys, they're now known as TuneZilla, not Malone Tuning, because they have a big platform with this new TuneZilla programming system that they have in place. It gives them the option to do a lot more things. And it's not just Volkswagens, Audis, and a few other obscure things, it's also Teslas. And these people, they keep doing amazing things. I want to give a shout out to Sandra, Josh, and Johnny from TuneZilla. You guys have been a great help through this whole thing. Josh for answering my stupid questions. You'll see later in the video. And Johnny, you're a swell guy. Thanks for everything. I can't wait to show you guys this thing in person. I'm stoked. Gonna be a few videos, but let's get to this video and let's show you what we're doing. So we rented the PCM flash rental tool from TuneZilla. What does it come with? It comes with a little dongle. You need to plug that into your laptop. It also comes with this nifty device, the Tektronix. You plug that into your car, you plug the cable into this end, and then you plug that into your computer. And that's how you do the tuning. You can rent one of these for $50 a week plus a $1,000 deposit. If you're looking to do this in your own home, this is a great option. I would recommend it. It's super nerdy, it's super fun. If you don't care about any of that, then just take it somewhere and have them do it. But I wanted to show you guys how cool this was, what we're doing. Now, I'm gonna give you a heads up. This is somewhat a little nerdy. So I do go into installing the software, installing everything on the computer. I just want to give you guys a heads up, full disclosure, there is a lot of stuff going on in this video. I also apologize, I had some video issues with my mic, I broke it, and I tried some different options, so thanks editor. I am really sorry for the dog's breakfast I served you for this video. Hope you will not drop me. Let's get into the video. So you're gonna go to this website here, tunezilla.com/PCMFlash. You're gonna take a look at their instructions there. You're gonna go down, you're gonna download this program, this program. You're gonna click on that, which brings you to here. You're not gonna wanna listen to this. Just blindly download this, install it onto your system. So now that we've done all the downloads, we're gonna go to download folder. I'm gonna grab, I feel like this is all the stuff we want. So we're gonna take that, we're just gonna copy and paste that onto our desktop here, just to make it easier for you guys. Get out of there. Okay, so these are the 3 programs we've downloaded from TuneZilla, and we're just gonna start installing them. We have to do this first before we can upload any information to it. Yes, blindly accept all, because this is gonna take more than several minutes. Maybe go grab a pop. Okay, so that's done. Close. Open up the other one, blindly accept all, next, yes, good, agree, yes, everything, blindly accept, next, yes, finish, completed, good. Okay, so extract all, WinZip, extract here, yes, blindly accept. Of course I agree. Do you read the terms? And no, you don't. Just click next. Hit open. Yes, next. Create shortcut. Why not? Installed. Perfect. Done. Completed. Finished. Thank you, editor. Alright, so I know the Guardian dongle's not found. I haven't plugged it in yet, tool. That's it. We're ready to go plug into the car. We've got the PCM rental flash tool. We have the dongle, or the flash tool itself, the dongle. I feel like I'm getting bitten in my back right now. Thank you, mosquitoes. And we've got the cord for this. We've got the plug in your flash device here. The Tektronix. The ignition is on the car. You're gonna make sure that we plug this in under here. There you go, plugged in. Plug that into your computer, like so. And open up PC Flash. So now that we've got PC flash open, you see that we have the right device open. Once that's all done, you can open up your PCM system. Make sure the vehicle is plugged in like this before trying to download, or before trying to open this section. You will not be able to open this up and see the Pactrix dongle. Okay, so make sure that the TRX cable is plugged in to the PCM flash. Launch, and that's plugged into the vehicle. Then you launch this. You'll select the TRX open port. Then you'll go here. It'll take you to the options like this. You want to choose the VAG DSG 250EF. That's if you are doing the same vehicle as me, that's what you want to choose. If not, you can always click on identification and it can show you the information. Then you want to click virtual read, allow it to read, then save it to your, I'd save it to my desktop, and then you upload it to TuneZilla's ticket window. I hope you have one created. If not, you just go to TuneZilla, open their website, you'll have to make a login, go down to tickets, create ticket, and explain what you're doing. I am attaching my ECU or TCU file I need to tune. All right, click on that. It'll open a window. You'll get the information. It'll prompt you, once you download it, it'll prompt to upload. Then it will take you to the next screen. It'll ask you which ticket you want. And just drop it into here, drop. Here we are. Thank you, Sandra, and open. Perfect, send. So it'll take you right to Instatune. It will load what you have here. So factory original tune, DSG up to 4. So these are our two options that we can choose. I'm just going to quickly ask what's the difference if I were to order this tune right now, or if I just go to stage 4. Let me just ask them what they think. And they're probably gonna be like, why the heck would you do this? Because I'm a fool. Yeah, okay. I asked, should I go for stage 4? And they said, no, don't do it. So I'm telling you, don't do it. So just stick with your 1 to 3. You can download that, pay for it, and then once that's all done, it will download to the computer. I have mine here, my stage 3. Now I'm gonna go for a bit of a drive and see how everything performs before coming back to load this. And then we can go through the rest of this install for our Volkswagens. So now we're driving around with the DSG transmission. So it won't hold. Yeah, so it'll shift at 4,500 RPM with a stock DSG transmission tune. It will also drop down. So like on a dyno, what you'll do is you'll switch it into 4th, and then you'll slow down. I got a car behind me, so I can't slow down too far. And then it'll drop down. So it dropped down into 3rd. I know that doesn't mean much for, you know, most people. You're driving around the road, you're like, yeah, Kurt, but that doesn't really matter to me, because what I'm looking for is how nice it shifts. I'll be honest with you, before you get the tune done, because I've already had it done another Volkswagen, you don't really notice, to be honest, how good you could have it. You're like, oh, that's weird. Like sometimes on acceleration, it like jerks, or like if you let off the throttle at the wrong time, not because I need a service on my DSG or it's slipping, but because just before you shift, never let off the throttle. It's really strange when it's stock. Before and after, this is what I'm going for. I want to see for you guys what you're looking at, like what's the acceleration like. And yes, I cheated a little bit. I'm not fully stock. I do have my S&B cold air intake in the car. I installed it because, well, I've got performance parts, so why the heck wouldn't I put that in there? I tried to do a 0 to 60 time last time. However, I forgot to put it in sport mode, and I'll be honest, you know, when you do not have the DSG tune, it's a dog in manual mode. like you could get smoked on the freeway. The turbo lag so like it's just so laggy before you can like get up and go. You have to throw it in sport mode to change the transmission characteristics, or it's just like garbage. Oh good, some metal for me to cut my tires with. Ooh, set this thing up before we get to Mexico here. If you haven't seen the draggy video, wait till the end of this video. I'm not going to give you a link. It's going to kill my watch time. But at the end of this video, if you haven't seen the draggy video, you should go take a look at that. Connect. Alright, so it's going to connect and then it's going to go. Downloading data. Download. Shut the front door. Apparently you have to be dead stop to connect to a draggy, by the way. That's nice. You can do it? Oh no. "60 miles an hour is all I was able to do." Wow, it's busy. After baseline was set, we can go ahead and plug back into the vehicle. Plug the USB cord back into the Tactrix like this, then plug it into the OBD2 port under the dash. Plug the USB cable back into the computer. Go to the 3 dots and click Tune. Mine says Kurt. Click right, then make sure that you get your key and turn the ignition on before continuing. Now as it continues to load, make sure you leave the ignition on and go grab yourself a beverage. You deserve it. Okay, we're done. Please turn off your ignition. I then removed my key just to make sure everything was off. Then hit OK. Now do a quick test and make sure everything works. What's worse than bricking your car? Nothing. All right. Hey, it drives. Okay, so now we're gonna be back to driving the car and testing. So you see here, it's telling us what gear we're in, so it'll even tell you it's park or what have you. It'll even say if you're parked or not. But yeah, so now this is the biggest change you see right away. Now, next to that, obviously, you're gonna have the performance aspect of it. Now, how do we see what the performance is like? You have to drive it to be able to see, so let's put it into 3rd gear. We're gonna drop it down. Oh, we're gonna drop it down. And this person's gonna drive really slow, but I'm still gonna try to see how high I can go before it shifts gears. Okay, so number 1, we're in manual shift. It stops going. So yeah, once it hits 5,000, you should never do that. So that's number 1. Okay, it doesn't shift like that. It will go right to 5,000 RPM. So, and it will stop going forward. It will cut out. So just so you're aware, you learned it from me. Don't do it to your own vehicle. That would be silly. So let's drop down a couple of gears here. And dropping down too, it's just not like it's not like violent. And it downshifts. Yes, go. Boom. See, it's so smooth. Like it's just like like butter. There's no other way to describe this as butter. It's just like yes, good. On the stock DSG, I did not see much of a difference. Like, I'll give it go. Whoa, boy, does that have... Oh, I left it in drive. All right, that's 60. Man, I just can't get over the, like, get up and go with this thing. It's like, It's way better than before. Apparently, the difference between automatic and manual, or sorry, drive and stock is not much of a difference, but we'll take a look at the graph and see if the graph shows any difference, because that's probably where we're going to see the most. So let's go ahead and we're going to set back up again, and I'm going to go again. Okay. Well, it's a lot more get up and go, yeehaw, get down, little mama, go, 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 go. I think I got that one. I think I got it. I don't know if I did or not. That is the DSG transmission tune. That's actually pretty cool. I like when you take off on launch. I didn't even think of that before, shifting just past 4,500, because you're still in full momentum and it climbs quick in first gear. You would not be able to shift this car this high if it did not have this tune. I was shifting it above 4,500 RPM because it just kept pulling. And man, when you grab that second gear, you were in full power band. It would just drag you back up there. Oh, it was so awesome. Oh, what can I say, man? That tune is that's a game changer, that one. All right, let's go check these times again. Before we end this video, I want to go over the numbers, because whatever's happening with Draggy, if you're from Draggy, fix your stuff, man. So first run we did was about a 960 before we did the DSG tune. After we did the DSG tune, we consistently saw about a 950 run. When I switched into manual mode, which was second to last run I did, I saw a 921. And keep in mind, I never did manual mode when I did pre-DSG tune, but there was no way that it would be able to compete with this. If I just slapped it in manual and left it there, it would rev up to 4,500 and then it would drop down. This one, I revved that thing way past 45, almost to 5 grand, as close to 5 grand as I could, and just kept upshifting. And it would hit the torque band right, it would drop right back down in the torque band. It was incredible. It was so much fun. So 921 over from 960, that's a huge advantage. Now, keep in mind, I'm in a different climate than you are. It's a lot more humid. That was just from me driving the 2 different platforms. That's a big gain for this car. Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode of Southdown Garage. I wanted to again thank TuneZilla for all your assistance in making this video. You guys are super awesome. You guys do great work, and I can't wait to do more work with you. I'm really excited about doing something else stupid with the diesel. Not necessarily just this thing. If you like this video, hit the like button, consider subscribing, and let us know how we did in the comments. If you want to see another Volkswagen video, like the one where we put the intake in, check out the video over here. Maybe you want to see this vehicle go back to the dyno, so check the video out over here. I hope you're all having a great day. Take care, and we'll see you on another episode of Southdown Garage. Bye for now.